and welcome to the show. We are here today on GTA 5 with some more racing. Now, this track, this track was submitted before the new cars were released, I believe, so we don't actually have the new cars for you today. Instead, we have got, well, first a sports car showdown. For some reason, they're playing bloody bumper cars with my poor Jugular. We've got the Jugular, the Paragon, and the Elegy. I have gone for the Jugular because I'm a very big fan of this Jaguar. Well, the real-life version of this car is amazing. But for a second I thought we had someone doing a jump. Chris is doing the biggest jump start in history. There's even bigger than Lado's one. Amy was still pointing, either Amy or Joe was still pointing the wrong way. That is how bigger a jump start Chris has gone for here. Now this is a circuit based on a real world track, so as ever, we will play the game of see if you can guess what track. I apologise, Gliska. That was a little bit shonky, but I didn't realise Gliska was on the outside there, so I went to curb boost and almost put Gliska off despite being a fair way off the circuit. Yeah, that was a bit clumsy. Should have checked, but there we go. But yeah, if you figure out what track this is, well done. Oh, that's a bouncy wall. That's not gone well. Oh, I'm not going to get to do the killing of Chris. Somebody else will have to do the killing of Chris. Damn it. I'm disappointed. I wanted to be the one. I wanted to be the one to administer the anti-jump start. But it's proving quite difficult. It is actually proving quite difficult to catch Chris. It's going to take us a lap or two to do it. It might be Lado that gets it. Wait, hold on. That doesn't sound right. It might be... Oh, that's cold. Okay, you've got to be careful on that final corner. It might be Lado that gets to do the killing of the jump starter, and that's definitely not right. It's normally Lado that does the jump starts. Oh dear. Anyway, well, we've got me, Lado, and Blakey are currently representing the Jugulars. Gliska's representing the Elegy, and then we had Ewan and a couple of others. Who is it? Ewan, Hyper, and somebody representing the Paragons. Chris, you better watch out. It's the anti-jump start brigade. We might still get to be the one. I mean, as much as it pains me to take out a Jugular, that is the most egregious jump start we've ever had. So, unfortunately, it will mean you have to end up in a wall somewhere. That is just, it's just the rules. If you do a jump start, you end up in a wall. Actually, it wasn't really the biggest of hits. Oh, the Gliska found a curb to have a spin on. Hey! Uh-oh. Oh, no, don't miss that checkpoint. Bloody hell, that was close. Oh, dear. That almost went terribly. Hey, we've got all Jugulars at the front. Chris has turned back up. Well, you kind of took your punishment. It wasn't the best. I feel... Ooh, I feel like we tried to do... Oh, that was very close to me getting in trouble. Yeah, I feel like we were looking forward to doing the anti-jump start. I didn't really get a good... I think the best location to go for it. It worked anyway. We will have a dive to the inside. We're not crazy because there's a lot of cars around us. Gliska's doing well with that Elegy. I don't know, like, statistically what's faster. I just drive this car because I like it. I like the way it drives. I love the way it looks, and I like the car it's based on. So that's kind of enough reasons for me to pick it in all of this. Oh, we're going to be very wide through there, although not as wide as level 8, who gets all tangled up. Into the hairpin we go. You have to be careful of cars having a dive bomb. Someone's totally missing that checkpoint, and it's Lado. Someone's going to miss that checkpoint at some point. It is almost guaranteed to happen. And unfortunately, it was Lado that was the unlucky one that just asked too much. Yeah, you can't go too wide out of that final corner. Otherwise, I mean, it's a good way of stopping track extending, you know. You can't, if you extend the track there, you miss a checkpoint. Simple as that. We're chasing Blakey across here because I want some slipstream, goddammit. Come here, where's the slipstream? It's a really long back straight for us to deal with. Impega is to the inside, and Impega is going to make that move stick. Indeed he will. Alright, here we go. We're going to fight back. Oh, Bliss got in trouble somewhere down. I think the Elegy doesn't like the curbs, which is a problem when a lot of speed can be gained from curb boosting, but the Elegy does seem to be a little bit dicey on curbs. We're seeing a couple of cars go round, so I wonder if that's what got Gliska in trouble there. I don't actually know if you really want to have a dive into the final hairpin here. I'm kind of curious. If you don't run wide, the run to the line, yeah. So the run to the line is so long that you're probably going to get past. Although it will depend on who's around and what happens. Yeah, who knows what's gonna occur. Team Orange are going to try and not take each other out, as we often seem to manage to do by accident. We've got a good run through here, but nowhere to really go. Can you bump draft an elegy? Not really. Didn't really do very much, so we'll just go for try slipstream off one, didn't work. Go slipstream off the other, that worked, that did the trick, and we are up to the lead of the race here. Blakey's going to come back past again, and I can't quite shut the door on him. Pegga's looking and looking, might not quite. Can't quite do that because I got slipstream at the right moment, although still side by side we go, and I've got to give space for that GTR alike. Oh, now towards the final corner we go. Yeah, I mean, people want to kind of run a little bit wide because you can get that curb boost, but you can't run too wide. Plus, I mean, I sat back a little bit and was happy to take the slingshot. Level 8 is catching. As we all battle here, it's now going to be a 4-car battle for the lead, and then there's a big group. Now, that big group can be a sign of one or two things. It can be a sign of trouble. If they catch us, there's going to be a lot of cars. What has been a nice 3 and now 4-car battle can suddenly turn and become an 8-car battle. Or it could be a sign of they're all going to trip over one another and stay back there. By the looks of it, that's not going to happen because Chris is already pulling clear. I got a little bit boxed in, couldn't really use my slipstream there. We tried to push level 8, but it wasn't very... These cars aren't very good at pushing, I don't think. Oh, I don't think Blakey knew we were there. Or either that or Blakey was trying to move out of the way and there was some miscommunication. Regardless, that one there did not work for us. Chris has done a great job of actually getting away from that pack. They have kind of joined this battle without bringing too many cars with them, which is unusual, especially on that long back straight. A big group of cars can make up a lot of lap time if they want to. We've not really... again, ooh, it suddenly just went there. It is a long run to the line, this. I can see trouble. Ooh, did Gliska hit the start-finish gantry? I think they did. Yeah, trying to get curb boost, or I had to do like a last-second dive out of the slipstream because suddenly their closing speed was ridiculous, which does happen sometimes. It is quite easily done, actually. You get these big pulls that you aren't prepared for, and yeah, suddenly your closing speed is way more than you realise. We've definitely got some good speed on the Elegy. Yeah, if it gets out of the slipstream, it's in trouble. Oh, that was a big kick of oversteer. Or maybe it was Glister's back there. I don't know who it was. Someone hit the start gantry. I don't know what's happened to level 8. They were with us and now they're not anymore. Team Orange continue to do well here, which is a sign of something's about to go horribly wrong as we head on to the final lap of the race. Because of course that would be the way it goes. Blakey got that one all crossed up into the final corner. I just got a bucket load of understeer. That was terrible. That was no speed at all there. Okay, so I mean that's one way the lead car wins the battle to the line. If I'm too far back, because I got a load of understeer through that final corner, that's a problem. I can't afford to let that happen. Really can't afford to let that happen on the final lap of the race. But I don't think it's going to be just me and Blakey. It looks like we got Chris, we got Longbow, and quite a lot of the pack. Gliska and Pega, Hyper, Mute are all there. So it's going to get busy. Oh, it's level 8, sorry. There's two cars from a distance, very similar. Oh, it's level 8 all the way to the inside. Can't hold it. We've got a good run on the exit here. And Pega's coming to join in the fun. I think Pega's going to be to the inside. They are. Oh, can't hold that. Well, we're on the limit of the grip. We're still going to be side by side all the way around here. Blakey's right behind us. A little bit of Team Orange teamwork. Longbow gave us a nudge and put us round. There was nothing we could do on that one. Unfortunately, we just got the littlest of nudges at the wrong moment. Got put around in front of our teammate, who then dumped us off. But yeah, like it wasn't intentional. Just too many cars in one space. God damn it. We were in a good place for that one as well. I think we could have stood a chance. That's unlucky. Yeah, me and Blakey ran at the front for so long. Just fell apart a little bit at the end. Pega takes victory. Blakey at least gets second. So there's a Team Orange car on the podium. Mute gets third. Head of level 8. I finished fifth. Longbow 6th. We had a Chris, Gliska, Ewan, and Lado round out to the top 10. Oh, it's a good track. Very good fun racing around that one. Yeah, cars were good. Just went a little bit wrong for me. Well, it wouldn't be a trip to a British track without some rain. Of course, as the name has just told you, this is based on the Croft circuit. Actually, a pretty damn good replica of the Croft track. And you now got some rain. At least we have an all-wheel drive supercar to deal with it in. I mean, it's still likely to be a bit slidey and everything. Oh, we're going to get mugged all the way down to this first section. Can't really do too much through here. Oh. Chris has just exited stage left very quickly. I had not much say in that. Crashes went, I don't know where that car's going. That level A has gone very much exploring a part of the track that you don't normally race on, but never mind. That's okay. We will get on the brakes down here and we should all be fine. I think this might dry before the end of the race. It looks like it's going to brighten up a little bit here. We will all try and filter our way through here a little bit sensibly. I say that. You know what we're like. We're not really all that sensible. There's some cutbacks going on up front. I'm struggling with a little bit of understeer here, actually, which is... well, I mean, these are... Actually, a little bit understeery cars. They can be a bit. They're not normally too bad. The rain has stopped. We've got Team Orange at the front again. If we could just go back to just me and Blakey, that was fine when we had that race going. It was wonderful. It was when the rest of the group turned up. That was when problems occurred. Yeah, the rain's gone, so it's only going to be a brief shower. It'll be a dry track probably within a couple of laps. Oh, that's a big gaggle of cars asking for trouble. I'm just going to sit. There's nothing I can do. Everything's going to go flying past until something either ends up in front of me that I can get a slipstream from, or this is asking for trouble. This supercars, I'm always wary of supercars in large groups, more even than the slower cars. The reason is everything just happens so much faster. They have more grip, they change direction quicker. You can go from sort of side to side of the track very quickly in these, and that does tend to potentially create bigger problems. We've seen it. The highest of grip cars can be terribly difficult to race in GTA just because they change directions so fast. People get caught out by things with them. I got no slipstream on the back of Longbow. That game just didn't want to give me anything. At least the rain has dried almost immediately, so you don't have to worry about that affecting too much. Down 8th. Yeah, they just didn't really get any slipstream, and if we're the one not getting slipstream when everyone else does, funnily enough, it kind of sucks. We had some slipstream at the wrong time here, and now we're not getting anything. Bloody hell. We're just not getting it at the useful times. I mean, thankfully, it's only the first few laps, so I say it doesn't really matter. As long as we stay roughly with the group, it's not too bad. On the final lap, it'd be a lot more annoying. Chris with a big slide there. We got slipstream, but we could never use it because it was all at the wrong time, and then we couldn't get it again. You very sideways over a curb. No one really wants to dive to the inside through there, except for me. I'll say no one's dive to the inside because you can't get the curb boost on the exit, but I was kind of counting on there being so many cars in front that I could get slipstream off of one of them. And here we go. This time we get the perfect draft all the way down to turn 1. Now we're on a very tight line, which is why we're on a tight line and it was almost 3 wide, which is why I didn't chuck it in there. Ridiculous. Because I didn't want to take out Ewan or Blakey. Oh, we get straightened up. It's fine. We've got no one outside of us, so we'll just sneakily jump some curb boosting. I can't get in line behind anybody to slipstream. Slipstream is quicker, is more powerful, but I couldn't actually get my car in line behind anybody there, so I did the only thing I could, which was to do a sneaky bit of curb boosting, and there wasn't anybody directly around me to be affected by me weaving about like that, so it's fine. We, I think, are clear on Longbow. I don't quite know where they are. Can we have a sneaky... Well, we can have a sneaky look to the inside there, actually. We'll get that move. completed on the exit. Should be able to do that. Now, Blakey is trying to break the toe from Impega. We can get a little bit of that slipstream. We kind of got the very edge of it. I don't quite know how we were getting it, because we weren't really following Blakey at all there, but I don't know whether we got a little edge of the slipstream or whether it was just the catch-up slowing down Blakey that made it feel like we were. I mean, we did take avoiding action, and we kind of made up our own circuit a little bit. Just a smidge. It worked. Oh, crap. That's a terrifying sight. There are so many cars barreling down there towards us. It's such a big group of cars at the moment. I don't want to commentator curse it, but you know, I didn't even say anything, goddammit. The commentator's curse was so powerful that me merely thinking about how things could go and how things have gone led to me ending up in a wall off the nose of, I think it was Chris. I honestly don't know at this point. There was a lot going on. Oh, Mute and Blakey have ended up connected at some point. I would like some slipstream off somebody, please. We've not got it. Now we have, but it's quite late. Oh, now outside of turn 1 is dicey. You can make it work, and we have done, although we're wide through the next section a little bit. That's still good. Oh, I think we lag bubbled. I think so. Longbow lag bubbled us in the first race. I think that was the same thing being returned. Thankfully, it didn't spin Longbow. Whoa, crane with 1,000,000 miles an hour, and then 1,000,000 miles an hour into the back of Joe, who I don't think realised there was a crane out there. I mean, I can't say I blame anyone for not realising there's a car on the outside there, because that's not really where you look to think, oh, there might be a car over there. You don't expect, if you're already right on the edge of the track, you don't expect there to be a car on your outside. Especially when there's so many cars around, you're busy checking the other way where there are more likely to be cars. So yeah, that's an easy one to miss. It's unfortunate for them both, but that is how it goes sometimes. We got a bit of a slipstream off Lado. It wasn't quite enough to slingshot us to the lead group though. Longbow's on the march to the outside. It is nearly 4 wide for the lead of the race. And we're going to be involved in this, but not straight away. Can't find a way through at the moment. Again, this stage is just a little bit of patience. Don't do anything stupid. Don't take myself out of the race. Slipstream decided to go for everybody else. It's still not going for me. That's amazingly bad. What the hell is that game? That was awful. It just forgot my car existed on that one. It goes slipstream to everybody else around and nothing to me. We've not had much luck with the slipstream here today. However, again, it isn't the final lap of the race, and while it sucks down that straight, and we are in 8th and there's a lot of cars between us and the lead of the race, could have been worse. We are still at least in the group. Hell, maybe the game will be kind on the final lap. I don't hold out a huge amount of hope, but you never know. Right, I've got nowhere else to go other than just kind of push Gliska forward and hope we will. Well, I guess we'll push. Oh, it's dicey through there. We seem to have all figured out we can get 2 wide easy through that corner. So let's try and get 3 and 4 and more wide in there. You and Impega got connected. At least if there's one place where you want that weird connection crash to happen, it's down this back straight, because it is wide enough that if you do, you can kind of wander off the circuit and untangle yourself without hitting something solid and stopping dead. So it is one of the better places to have that sort of collision. Chris has found a way past, but he's going to be, well, I say he's going to be vulnerable on the exit. I tried. I really thought we could get there. And now Team Orange are going to do a mugging job. Not quite. Blakey, I think, got a tag. Uh-oh. Oh, we got away with just about getting that checkpoint. Somehow. I'm not quite sure how, but we did. I got nowhere to go. No slipstream, so to speak of. Whoa, we tried to push Blakey. This is the final lap of the race now. It all comes down to this one. There's 7 of us in the lead group. The victor is probably going to come from this 7 unless there is a big, big crash. Although the long back straight might bring cars further back into this. Depends on how hard they fight each other. Okay, so it's Longbow back there. We've got a good... This time we have got a good slipstream, I think, going on. relatively good. Blakey's got an even better one though, is all the way to the lead, followed by Gliska. We got a better slipstream than we have had sometimes. Still wasn't great, but we got something at least, so it's put us up to 4th. Level 8 is right behind. Going to maybe have a look, or maybe happy to wait for a slightly better moment. We are looking and looking and looking, but not quite finding anything here. Can we sneak past Ewan before the final hairpin? That's what I was hoping for. Now, I don't really mind going on the outside. We'll cut back to the inside if Blakey can get across. Now, the curb boosting is probably too powerful. And, oh, they've wiped each other out. Well, I mean, sure. We'll take a podium. It's a 2nd and 3rd for Team Orange. Gliska took victory, though. Yeah, I mean, my line was good if there wasn't the curb. Let's say if the curb boosting didn't exist in this game. I was hoping the better line would be enough, and I could slipstream off the leaders. But they got a little too far, and I didn't quite get the slipstream pull that I wanted. Thankfully, level 8 and Ewan tangled, and they fell back. So we still did get on the podium, which is something. But yeah, not quite able to get the victory. A fun race, nevertheless, though. It was a good fun race, and yeah, a good circuit, a good recreation. That, however, is going to be it for this video. Thank you very much to Mute for building this circuit. I believe it's one of their first circuits. So good job on your first GTA track there. And of course, thank you all very much for watching. That, though, shall be it from me. Until next time, a goodbye.